Hey guys, welcome back to the Nerdshack podcast, episode 7. Um,
Ew.
Yep.
it's I am Ulti Mario.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jigas Muvalas. Call me Jigga.
Ahem.
Fuck, I don't know what to say. Something funny. Damn it.
Just say your name.
Is your pizza done?
Yeah, my pizza's done.
All
Okay.
right.
Actually, yeah, let
Okay,
me
cool.
eat some pizza.
Not now, we've already started.
I'm hungry.
I don't care. Be hungry later.
Starve.
Vomits on camera.
Oh, wow.
Goddamn, what a great start.
Oh god, more. Oh, yeah.
God.
No wonder it's called hot.
Stop choking on your pizza, Miguel.
You know what? It's good Halloween. He's scared of choking on his pizza.
That's the scariest shit ever. Is choking on your pizza? Fucking
The
scary as shit.
pizza's possessed.
The pizza's gonna go in your throat and just stay there.
Should we just
Pizza's choking me.
Wait,
Should we restart or?
I don't know. Does anyone want to restart after that?
Let's restart
No.
this.
Just keep it as is. Keep it as is.
All right.
Alright, fine. We'll go on with this. Alright, so today we're gonna be talking about, well, reviewing kind of some movies that we watched. Some spooky movies. Very spooky.
Very
Scary movie.
spooky.
The very top 10 great movies, great horror movies before Halloween starts. And
Spoiler warning!
we all picked out a movie we all watched that is related to this month because this month is the spooky month.
Spooktober. We all watched different movies, by the way. So
Yeah.
it'll be
That is
interesting.
True. So, what movies did you all
scared
watch
already.
anyway?
I think you should go first,
So-
Miguel.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Now, this great horror movie I've watched. Well, hold on. Let me go to Google because I need to see the score of it.
What? Okay. That's not cheating at all.
It's not
I-
cheating. I know.
I hope it has a
scared the
0 on
fuck out of
Rotten
me.
Tomatoes.
I need to check what's the review of this movie because I know it's a good scary movie. Is that I don't know what's the review, what the critics like it.
Well, give your opinion, not the critic's opinion.
Hold on.
Wow.
Someone
Wow.
go ahead. Someone go ahead.
So the
Okay,
movie. So the movie I went and watched was a really old movie called The Undying Monster, and it was made in 1942. Basically combining horror and mystery. Where basically my movie was about like a family that's gotten cursed since the Crusades, where each male member of their family gets turned into a werewolf, and it's after a werewolf attack that a scientist and his partner start investigating the attack. And it was actually a really interesting movie.
Nice.
So,
Well,
Ryan,
yeah.
so tell them about your movie.
Alright, so the movie I watched was Pan's Labyrinth, which it was really good. Spoiler warning, like I said before. It's on Netflix. You'll
Did we
never.
even say spoiler warning before?
I just
No,
kind of
no.
I just kind of yelled it and nobody acknowledged me. Maybe the viewers
Ah.
did.
Alright, spoiler warning. We're gonna spoil the fuck out of the movies we are about to review. So if you want to watch this, go ahead. If not,
Then fuck off. Kindly fuck off.
Exactly.
Kindly.
kindly fuck the.
Would
Alright,
you
Jeff,
kind-
what's yours?
Well, wait, I'm not done with mine.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the weird thing is that it was only in Spanish, and I had to read English subtitles all the time. But it was really good still. But the main character, the child, she died at the end. But then she was taken to the royal afterlife place, where because she completed all her tasks. because she was a crewmate. But she dead?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Why would you question that when you watch the movie?
Well, because I saw her alive in the royal afterlife. Well, I guess if it's a royal
yeah.
afterlife, then I guess
She
she's
got
dead.
Well, no,
she got shot to
she's in
death, and
heaven.
then they showed her like in this afterlife state, and that's, I guess, like heaven, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
But
Jeff,
yeah,
it's your turn.
it was the thing. It was very gory at parts, like the part where I don't know their names very well because I don't
Wait,
know.
was it live action?
Yes, it was live action. It was
Oh
on Netflix.
God.
But yeah, so there was one part where the girl breaks free from ropes and then she stabs up the main bad guy, the captain, and she puts the knife in his mouth. And he's like, I forgot what they said because I don't remember subtitles very well. But she said, "You will not hurt her," and then cut his mouth open. It was pretty gross,
And that's how the Joker was
Gnarly.
made.
gnarly.
Really
It's Heath
gnarly.
Ledger. That's Heath Ledger. All
so
right,
after
Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff's
so
turn.
after so after I talk about Reanimator, we'll take turns. So who do you guys want to assign? Like Ryan, Bryce, Miguel, and then me, or
Hold on. All right. Let me let me talk about the movie I because I was just
wait?
going and googling scores.
I mean,
This is very out of order, but whatever. Go ahead.
I'll give a
All right.
synopsis, and then we'll talk more in depth about our movies in a
Oh, okay. We
section.
should have done that. I thought we were just talking about them straight away. But yeah,
Hmm.
we don't have much material to go off of. It's only been 7 minutes. We're gonna have to probably think of some other stuff to talk about at the same time doing this podcast.
Yeah.
So the movie I watched was Reanimator, and it's based on an H.P. Lovecraft story. It's like Frankenstein, but way more twisted.
Wasn't that movie because I could watch
Yeah,
the
Jeff's
gory.
movie was probably more twisted than Twisted Sister.
No, you want to know what movie's more twisted than Reanimator?
Hmm.
The movie I watched, Dead Space Downfall.
And
Now,
lead on into your section.
Yes.
now, have any of you heard of Dead Space back in 2008?
No.
No.
I mean, I didn't hear about it in 2008, but
Okay, that's good because you do not want to play that game or alone. That game is fucking scary.
I thought we were watching movies, not playing games. What the heck?
But the movie, no, the movie itself, it's before the game. Before the game. See,
Before
after the
the
game was
game.
made. No. See, the game was made. I believe the movie was made after the game, like around 2009, maybe. But the movie goes by bunch of miners, bunch of space mining company finds some artifact which it was made by the government, but they thought it's alien technology. And then hours later, hell breaks loose. No, it's not like Doom. There's a difference between Dead Space and Doom. Dead Space, you fight an alien parasite that could only infect the dead, and Doom is
We're talking about Metroid now?
overrun by demons, okay? But yeah, Dead Space, it's more scarier because not only the creatures are after you, it's the people themselves. Because
they are you.
that what they found can twist your mind, meaning it can make you all crazy, see shit.
Hmm.
Dead Space Downfall is one of the greatest films I ever. Before 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 Isaac Clarke enters the Ishimura, we get to see some of the people in that until all hell breaks loose. At the very end, that's where the game started. At the very end of the movie, the game started. So basically, the movie is what's the word?
Did you take down notes?
What?
Oh, I didn't write
Did you
any.
take?
Oh, what's this?
Oh no, I did not take notes. I know Bryce did.
And I did.
Yeah,
And
cause I wrote down like the pros of my movie, the cons of my movie, my overall opinion, and then like brief parts into this.
I was
I
going to pick Sweeney Todd, but I don't know if that's a scary film. It's just more of a drama.
I did not take down any notes.
Sweeney Todd would have worked.
Yeah, but it's not that
Give me a
scary.
straw.
It's just more
Give me a straw.
dramatic.
Horror doesn't exactly have to be scary. I mean, Jurassic Park is a horror movie.
Jurassic Park is different.
It is simply built different.
Oh shit, that reminds me. Did you guys see the crossover with some of the cast of Jurassic Park and with the reboot of Animaniacs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The cameo himself, Steven Spielberg, as John. Fuck, I forgot his last name.
They said I could give you one of these and I'll get something else.
Guess who else is eating? Haha.
Liar, you're drinking right now.
Shut up, go away.
Is it Coke?
No, it's a chocolate shake. Even better.
You shouldn't drinking Dr. Pepper. It's better than that. It's more sweet.
More sweet than pure chocolate? I doubt that.
That'd be scary though. The Dr. Pepper versus chocolate shake war. That'd be scary.
Ah, yes.
Actually, now you think of it. No, wait. How would it work?
Huh.
They're both glasses of drinks.
Obviously, it'd be a
How would it
Splatfest
work?
war.
Wait, how did this get to here?
I don't know. Okay,
Miguel,
now let's focus on the movies.
wrap up your shit and then we'll progress.
Alright. Basically, Dead Space Downfall is a prologue of the game itself, meaning it's before the disaster of a space mining colony and a mining vessel. So what they found is an artifact known as the Red Marker. Is it the Red Mark? Yeah, it is. And all hell breaks loose that it can do shit to your mind. It could literally do shit to your mind. It makes you see symbols. It makes you see something that's there, but it's not. And whatever is inside of it can bring life to, I believe, dead people. I need to start playing.
So kind of like my movie.
What would that be?
Is it?
Reanimator.
Oh, my bad. You already said that. I'm dumb.
Now let's start.
Let's start.
Who's going first?
So you did your thing, Bryce.
So, with the Undying Monster, like, it was made in 1942, so it's really old, real old. And basically, I really enjoyed it because it had the whole family being cursed in the during the Crusades, and how it had the whole twist of one of the family members actually being the wolf that attacked himself and another person. I just basically at the end of the movie, which it was horror and mystery because it was mystery being built up and just being a twist of showing him as a werewolf. That was pretty cool. And it was 1942. It's unique for its time. And now werewolves are now everywhere. Now in 2020.
Jeff, what are you laughing?
These werewolves are everywhere.
Werewolves
No,
could
they're
be.
not just
Pretty.
werewolves, they're furries.
Yeah,
Oh no.
taking over saturation. But Bryce's movie sounds great.
Oversaturation, but it was
Actually,
good.
no, I shouldn't have picked the Thing instead. Damn it.
But you chose your
well.
movie.
Hmm.
You chose your
I chose
movie.
Dead Space
A
by
monster
default.
movie.
But yeah.
So now,
What was your favorite part of the movie, guys? Of your movie?
my favorite part of the movie.
Yes.
My favorite part of the movie is the ending.
Why? Because you were glad for it to be over?
No, is that no, is that in the movie I watched, how it ended is that people in the ship couldn't face the nightmares what they've unleashed inside. And so the ship is left abandoned until a I believe new people, but not new people working for the ship, but working for the company, been sent out to fix the ship, but they have entered the nightmare, and that's where Dead Space is the first game.
Hmm.
And to be honest, the films Dead Space, Downfall, and Aftermath, they're canon. They're
Hmm.
canon.
Will they be canon when Dead Space reaches Smash Bros?
When Dead Space reaches this fourth game, the fourth installment,
Yeah,
Dead Space
you know
4.
what? Dead Space and Smash Bros. Is totally canon.
Yeah, that's
Yes, the marker is everywhere. You can't stop the Brethren Moons.
Mario is gonna knock you into Dead Space.
into the
Mario's already dead in Dead Space.
and
Hmm.
so will Sonic.
You all right? If you were in Dead Space, what would you do?
Kill everything.
But
Uh,
how?
gotta get punched by Sonic and get sent to Minecraft.
Move on to something more
Okay, no.
relevant.
Let me tell you this: in Dead Space, the monsters, what's left of the crew, called necromorphs, a zombie parasite alien thing. And yes, I did my research on Dead Space.
Hmm.
Well, he does research.
You see, once they become a necromorph, it's impossible to kill them from shooting them in the body because the fiber muscle tissues are strengthened hard. The only way to kill them is cut off the limb. Any weapon that could cut off the limb, or use kinesis to use their body parts to cut off the limb. I've done my research.
11 in Dead Space, anyway.
Let's talk about Reanimator.
All right.
Oh, Bryce, what was your favorite part of your movie?
My favorite part of my movie, I just think that I think the entire I think like the lead up to it, the lead up to the reveal of the werewolf of who was a werewolf was actually pretty good.
Hmm.
Like the lead up being the guy who was one of the victims. Good.
That's how furries are made.
The
By,
Yeah.
by
furry,
werewolves.
furries come out on a full moon only.
Yeah. I'll be furious.
Actually, let me
Fast
tell
enough.
you this. Someone posted a documentary about furries and how it started back in the 1980s.
Or are we going
No.
here?
This
Way
is
back in the 1980s.
80s.
Everything.
That's how it started. Some guy created the fandom until many states were against it because,
It's disgusting.
Was he a
exact,
redditor?
exactly, it's disgusting because some of their work is
All right,
Let's move on
Yeah,
now.
let's continue. Let's continue, please.
You're gonna go on a 10-hour tangent, Miguel.
Make it for a great episode.
Flashbacks of being in school. When you see a furry, you gotta run away.
What? Okay, so my movie, The Animator, was it was based off a H.P. Lovecraft story, and it's really it's like a mix between like it feels like a 50s B movie, but with like tons of gore. It was a pretty good mix between the two. It's about this scientist who makes this chemical, and so yeah, it's Frankenstein but with a chemical.
Oh wait, it's free on Tubi.
Hmm. Oh, that's
I
cool.
I could watch,
Yay.
but not.
We should all watch a horror movie on something like. Oh yeah, that's right. We're all gonna meet up on Halloween. So yeah, we should all watch a horror movie when we all meet up.
We should all watch Insidious. I have.
The second one,
I-
because I don't know about you, Miguel, but the rest of us have seen Insidious when the last day we were at school.
Yeah,
Actually, no,
was it-
not Insidious. Um.
Alien. And let's talk about this later.
Yeah, let's talk about this later. You're right.
Yeah.
No.
So-
What was your favorite part of Reanimator?
Yeah, I mean, the reason why it's kind of finding it hard to say anything is it's just so weird that it kind of feels detrimental to spoil it.
Oh,
I mean, we
Well, I mean,
already
we-
spoiled our movies,
You can't
so
really
you're going
like-
to spoil the movie too.
So
We
yeah,
already said spoiler
at this
warning.
mark, it
Well, I
was
mean-
probably. I don't think I had a specific favorite part. Just any time it showed the effects and gore, and it was really not really.
I mean, 80s gore is too much.
Yeah, that's the point.
What the fuck is wrong with us by making literally back then, like the 60s there were less gore, the 70s a little more gore, and the 80s a fuck ton of gore.
Times they be a changing.
Yep, and then we got Mortal Kombat, like 10 and 11, where it's like kicking the balls. Look at your bones break. It's so beautiful. It's great.
Actually no, the goriest film I remember hearing is Sin City.
I don't know what you mean. SpongeBob's by far the goriest. Remember that one part where Patrick's ass bones were coming out of his ass?
Oh god, stop.
At the time when like Patrick ate something and his face exploded and he turned into the dead crewmate.
Stop.
Way before the meme was even a thing. Anyway, that's a dumb that's another random tangent. My bad.
One pageant. If you guys actually want to see a very gory 80s film,
I don't.
watch Dead Alive or Brain Dead.
Brain
It's-
dead.
Or
I found it on
or-
YouTube.
Hmm.
It's
Actually,
you can
no.
find
I
it
know
on
the goriest movies of all time.
Hmm.
George Romero's Day of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead.
So how do you guys feel about practical versus new? I mean, for the most part, it's pretty shit, but there's a few good digital
There's a few
effects
good-
out there.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
You know what's a good horror movie? Like what makes a good horror movie?
Well, it makes a good horror movie.
It's not like there's a slasher. It's not like there's an alien. Nothing like that. But the fear, like
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to something else. I don't remember.
Preach. Preach.
Like,
Actually, what makes a
everything.
best horror movie? Is it psychological,
Yeah, because
sci-fi?
like, to me it makes a best horror movie because it leads psychological. Everything's scary, nice and scary,
Spooky, scary skeletons.
and that sends all the shivers in your spine.
Okay, going around. What was the scariest part of your movies?
Um, I'd say the favorite part of my movie because I haven't said that yet. Yeah, I'll have to think about that real quick. Let's see. I think my favorite part might be when the captain died because he's a bitch and I'm glad he's dead. But also the part where the tied up girl escaped from her ropes with the knife she had was pretty cool. I didn't like the part after that though, where he cuts the mouth open.
And the scariest part from my
Scariest part of
movie, scariest part of my movie was like the attack early on, like the attack early on where both the victim, like where both the people are actually getting attacked. Like early on, you don't know like who did it, and that's what scares you because you don't know like who could attack you at any moment.
Psychological horror films are beyond scary because you don't know what's there. But actually, wait, I can make it. I got an idea. Yes. Anyway, about what you were saying, Bryce.
I was saying the scariest part of my movie, like when the two victims were getting attacked by the wolves, like that's what I like it because you'll never know like who could attack you or who could hurt you, who or what will hurt you.
Jeff,
Yeah,
do you explain what's the scariest part of your movie?
Ryan didn't say the scariest part of his movie.
that's true. So I'd probably have to say the scariest part. Um, Let me think about this. Um, I mean, obviously the mouth getting well. I mean, it wasn't scary. It was more gross, and like I don't want to think about that. Getting like
Just,
cuts and stuff. But
Like the pale man.
I mean, that's
yeah.
Heath Ledger. That's how he became the role of Joker. When you
Oh
think of
yeah.
it,
My little brother was there watching it with me, and he was like, "Hey, look, it's Jeff the Killer!" When the mouth got cut open, and I was like, "Shut up."
oh man, no, it's not Jeff the Killer. It's Heath Ledger.
He's back from the
You wanna
crazy.
know how I got these scars?
But yeah, I'd say the scariest part was probably when like the I
The
don't
pale
know.
man. The guy with the eyes
Oh yeah,
that
that
eats
part was really
children.
scary actually. Yeah, the part where he like wakes up and starts chasing oh
Yeah.
Ulf, I don't know her name, but she started with an O. But when she was running away, and so the door closed, and yeah, I thought that the monster was gonna grab her foot and then something was gonna happen, but she barely escaped.
I say the scariest part of my movies, basically, the crew being torn apart. Grotesque ways of how they could just rip off Slash. I I couldn't sleep watching that movie or playing the game.
Yeah, because
Like,
you never look at it the same way again.
because after watching this film, there's like trust issues. Like in the film, there's monsters, of course, but there's also trust issues. Who's going crazy from the incident that's happening on board the ship? Because not only there's the monsters, but there's people. Because that artifact could fuck up your crazy.
Yeah, you can fuck up your psyche.
Hmm.
No, actually, the scariest part is one man cutting off some girl in half with a plasma blade from the head to the waist.
Chop chop.
At least,
Chop,
at
chop,
least it
chippy chop.
wasn't on. At least it's not live action. It's animated. It's
Well, that's
it's
good.
still it's like, why? They put so much detail on the gore.
You know what else is a very gory animated show? Clone High. Especially the snow episode. The snow day episode.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Clone High.
Eat
The scariest.
glass.
Like,
I think
no, let me tell you this. There's recommendations on YouTube from me saying, have you seen the reviews of Clone High or something like that? Some YouTubers are making reviews about Clone High
Yeah, now it's getting rebooted.
without Gandhi.
Yep.
Rip Gandhi. 22. Wait, what? The show came out in 2001?
it came out in 2002.
Oh, 2002 to 2002.
1 year through the same year. That's a bummer. He
Mhm.
died as an infant.
Elegantissimo.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, what were you saying, Jeff?
I think the scariest part of my movie was the very end because
How
the two main
that?
characters, um, well, I guess the full synopsis of the movie is that there's this weird mad scientist named Herbert, and he finds a way to keep motor functions of the brain functioning if he finds if the corpse he uses is fresh, but the side effects are that they just turn into a mindless, violent zombie. And
That's how it happened.
and there's the main character who his name is Nathaniel Kane, and he at first he's not on the side of what Herbert is doing, but eventually he joins him. And at the end of the movie, when shit hits his fan,
What
um,
the-
Nathan,
Why?
I don't
um,
know. I just saw me go left, and then everyone got quiet.
Yeah, everyone like I don't know what's going on. Something about Discord.
huh.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, continue.
So what part did it cut out at?
Um, I don't. You didn't cut out that much.
So at the end of the movie, Nathaniel and his girlfriend Meg are running away from the zombies, and one of the zombies chokes her, and and he runs back, gets an axe, and kills the zombie, but she dies. So at the end of the movie, it just ends with him taking a vial of the reanimated serum, and injecting her with it, and considering it's not gone well, it just ends on that moment.
Jesus
Oof.
Christ.
That's how stuff ends.
Yeah.
Actually, can you guys imagine a scenario of a zombie apocalypse? Like, all right. Do you know how zombie outbreaks started with a virus and stuff?
Yep.
Now, think that there was no virus, nothing that caused the dead to come back to life. But what I'm saying is that what if someone makes a show or film about the zombies that they only come back when you die. There's no virus. There's nothing that caused it. Because okay, you know how when someone says like in other zombie genres saying if you get bit or scratch you become them.
Yeah. Like an
Yeah.
I am like.
But what happens if they bite you but you didn't become one of them? It said you die from the decaying bacteria, like the decaying flesh of the dead, but because they carried bacteria to kill, that could get exposed from open wound.
That'd be a good twist. That'd be a good twist.
Mm-hmm.
The zombies are coming back from Judgment Day.
And they're gonna terminate all of us.
Actually, yeah, I remember reading off the Bible that it mentions about zombies that the followers of Jesus comes back from the dead and start attacking. Because maybe, yeah, or another another phrase from the Bible is that there's no more room in hell. The dead comes back to life and attack the living.
That's makes sense.
When you think of zombie genres, like from science fiction to other genres with zombies, is that what makes a good zombie story or how to start one? Others start one with space, with viruses, biological weapons, chemicals, but not even about religious because I never hear a zombie story that religion is the cause of it. Not once.
That would be cool, but I mean, like, how would you set up the rules? Like,
Like how would it get set up, and how will it be explained and stuff?
yeah,
Somewhere like I believe the start of it will start in the Middle East, the Holy Lands. Because if it's going to be zombies rising up from the dead based from the Bible, it has to start somewhere there. Because, religion
Hmm.
and the Bible, they say that Jerusalem will be the safe place.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be terrifying. Zombies coming out like it's Judgment Day. All the dead start eating one another. But there's no virus, nothing that caused it, but just God saying it's Judgment Day. Rise up, zombies.
Judgment Day, motherfucker.
And that would be the
Judgment Day.
terrifying scenario to be in.
Yeah, it would be.
I'm not saying that the zombies would mutate, but they'll be like regular, slow zombies just walking.
Yeah, that'd be a crazy ass thing to be in.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if that scenario happens? Every scientist, every health organizations will try to find a vaccine for it. But the very end, there is no vaccine. There is no virus.
There was just zombies.
What caused it is God himself.
Just zombies.
What if you want to go to heaven? But God said zombie apocalypse time, baby.
Zombie apocalypse time, boy. Ain't
You
oil.
see, how would the zombies if there's people in hell rising up as the dead, if they die, do they go to heaven?
Okay, this is kind of going off topic.
going
Or do
off
they
that, what is your guys' worst fear?
My worst fear would probably be getting stuck in like a sinking ship that's filled with zombies and other stuff.
small spaces, claustrophobia?
I don't know. Probably bugs. I hate bugs.
Actually, no, not just claustrophobic. What else? The fear of being in the dark, like you don't know what's there, and your mind begins to play
Darkness.
tricks on you.
Ansem's always watching.
Hmm?
Ansem's always watching.
Anthem's always, yeah.
Do you guys ever encountered a paranormal or supernatural thing?
No.
No,
No,
it's only in people's
none of you.
haunted fantasies. It's only in their haunted fantasies.
None of you have ever encountered something super at all.
Nope.
No.
It'd be a good story though, but no, I never did.
Although at my previous house, my previous dad's house, randomly my door would close, and that was kind of annoying.
I told you guys this story. I don't know if you guys remember it. Is that when I was like 4 years old, I was asleep. I was sleeping with my parents because I was afraid sleeping over. Yes, I was 4 years old from that. And I was having a dream of some sort of small antique shop selling snow globes. And then somehow the inside started turning to a summer party, like a beach and stuff, and all the figurines dancing. One I see is the snowman from that Pixar animated short. And
Olaf?
all right, no, let me finish, okay? And I was waking up slowly because I don't want to get all lightheaded. When I slowly opened my left eye, there is something floating there. It was. Do you guys know what a speech bubble is?
I know what a
Yeah.
speech bubble
Yeah.
is.
Like
Yeah,
a cloud
they're in
thing?
comics. Yeah, in
That was
comics.
there, floating, levitating. The It was there. Inside of it looks like some sort of uh um Hollywood film scenes inside.
Yeah.
Inside there's like people working in there, like closing up because the dream was over until that snowman, it looked at me and looked at it back, and it knows I was awake. So it started waving its arms, notifying that I was awake. Everything turned into a disaster. Alarms turned on, and it just faded away from the smallest part of the cloud to the biggest part. Just poofed it away. It's gone.
Disaster movie.
I began to get up and I started crying because I have never experienced that. I tried to explain it, but I couldn't explain it why.
Because you were scared.
Yeah. And I believe 4 or 5 years later, yeah, 4 or 5 years later, I was with my mom, my sisters. We were watching the. Do you guys know the ABC fan channel?
ABC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Freeform. Freeform now.
Um, it started showing the Pixar shorts. One of them was a snowman, and suddenly I began to remember everything from that
Yes.
dream
So it gave
and
you like
from
a
what I saw.
so it gave you like a flashback you didn't want.
Yeah, flashback. I've never in my life ever seen that dream again. Ever. It
Yeah,
was
it's like
just there once, but
you
just
might not be there again.
disappeared. Like I don't know what I just saw from that. Is that either I didn't get enough sleep, or is that I just have a wild imagination when I was 4, or something unusual happened? I believe it's one of them. Probably my.
Okay, and Jeff, what's your biggest fear?
Probably falling. Miko just went on a tangent.
What? Wait, what'd you say?
Actually, something spooky that something when I was very young that happened to me was one day I woke up and there was this glowing light, kind of like a fairy, floating in front of me, and I just saw it fly out my door. I quickly get out of my bed and try and follow it, and it's gone.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
It's probably like a. It's probably like a. Yeah, it's Navi.
But I was awake when I saw
Hey.
it.
You were awake. I need because I don't know. My mind's playing tricks on.
Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me.
Hallucinations.
Imagination.
Imagination.
That'll
doesn't
give you the
exist.
creeps.
It gives you your imagination has a good and bad. Whatever you choose, it stays with you forever.
Ever
There's no way
and
to get rid
ever
of it.
and never.
Well, Halloween's almost here. Where y'all gonna be for Halloween?
I still have no idea. Well, no, I have an idea, but probably won't work because it's getting very close to Halloween, and if Spirit Halloween doesn't have it, I'm not dressing up this year.
What about you, Bryce? What are you gonna be for Halloween?
I don't know. I really don't know because I can either throw my Riddler hat on, I can throw my Mickey Mouse hat on, or I can just get a stethoscope or something.
What are you gonna be for Halloween then, Jeff?
All year. I don't have any ideas.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm gonna be for Halloween?
What?
A Nazgul.
And
Oh
that's
yeah,
cool.
you told us.
Yeah, I did. The Black Rider from Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did tell us.
All right. You did tell us. Yeah, kind of just spaced out of me for a bit.
I even have props. Well, me,
We're not
my
even
mom, my
regarding that
sister
we're
went to
talking to.
Walmart.
We're not even
I
regarding
have.
that we're. We're not even regarding that we're talking to an audience.
Yeah. Because our audiences are good.
Oh yeah, they saw it too.
They're watching. When this is posted, they're watching. They're gonna be. I am confused of what they're talking.
They'll be confused, but they may or may not like it. I don't know.
Mostly me. Mostly me. Or
Yeah.
I agree. They won't
mostly me.
like you at all. No, JK.
Yeah.
They
well,
won't even
okay.
understand me. That's actually no.
Yeah.
I think
Actually,
people only
yeah.
watch this because it's incomprehensible.
Yeah.
It's
There's
just wild. It's
sometimes
like watching an Eric Andre show.
just up to your
Only not
wildest,
funny. Oh no.
wildest imaginations.
I need to get Dr. I don't like Pepsi.
Pepsi
Well,
Man. Damn, I need to
guess
get
what
Pepsi
I'm
Man.
drinking.
Pepsi Man.
Okay, let me tell you this. The reason why I like Dr. Pepper because it has better taste than other sodas, okay?
Well,
I
that's
do
very
drink other
vague. What
sodas.
part of the taste do you like?
What are you Oh my god. What are you trying to get to? Because it tastes like taking a root beer cough drink.
But sweeter to the taste.
You know what? I want to go to K now to get a Dr. Pepper.
Because Smirkle.
My mom brought Pepsi, a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi, and I think the best is Dr. Pepper and cherry soda. Okay.
Some year, I need to be Pepsi Man.
Be Pepsi Man, and
Yes,
then
be
Miguel.
Pepsi Man. Be
then
Pepsi
Miguel.
Man for Halloween.
Yeah, and then Miguel could probably be friggin' Dr. Pepper Man.
I see that post, Jeff. Where'd you post it at?
Nerdshack stuff. Nerdshack planning.
You said you saw it.
Yeah, but I never get to see what part of the server.
Hmm.
It's just Just
Oh,
Dr. Pepper.
new topic. What scared you as a child? Like movie, TV,
So it's like
childhood trauma?
our childhood trauma, but a couple years late.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Um,
what movie or show or game scared?
I mean, I don't know.
Not nothing personal. Not nothing personal. Don't forget that. Nothing personal.
Like, okay, so I think for me, like when I was playing Pokemon Platinum, it was when Giratina first showed up. Like when he just grabbed Cyrus, like he grabbed Cyrus, and drug him to the distortion world. That spooked me, and it still kind of spooks me.
So one thing that scared me was on the PS2 I'd play Shadow the Hedgehog, and on the last level you're timed, and for whatever reason, I was afraid that if the timer ran out, my PS2 would blow up and kill my family.
What the fuck?
I kid you not.
You
In
guys
fact,
are wild.
in fact, one time it almost ran out, and I got super scared, and I just shut off the console.
Pausing only delays the inevitable.
What about you, Jeff? What about you?
Okay, I've got another funny story, and I don't know how I remember this, but when I was in kindergarten, we had free time. I was on the Disney Channel website, and I clicked on like a video about Pirates of the Caribbean, and it's like one of the skeletons from the first movie, like a video, and I remember getting so scared. I I fell out of my chair and I fell backwards.
And this is where Jeff developed his fear of falling.
That's like double scary. You get spooked by a skeleton and then you fall. Holy shit! That's a pants shitter right there.
Mine's fucking. It's I don't know how to explain this, but okay. So I was around 11 or no, 13 years old or 12. Me, my brother, and my oldest sister spend the night in our cousin's house because, well, our cousins are somewhere out of town, so they need someone to watch over the house for a bit until they come back from a soccer game in Phoenix. And I believe late at night, me and my brother, I I asked this, why don't we play this game? It's a PlayStation 1 game, Resident Evil, but it's the Director's Cut edition, DualShock. As soon as we're playing it, we don't even know how to play the game properly. When we see a zombie, we try to run away, and it was so scary. It's such an old game, and it scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I don't know how. It's probably because I don't even know how to shoot the gun.
Have you
How to
tried the
shoot
right
it.
trigger?
Yeah, I did try the right trigger, but it only aimed
Oh,
until I began to get like some. I started to get used to the game now, understanding the controls. But the one part that also scares the snake, that giant snake in the attic.
do
So
do
it's
do 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 do.
No, literally. If you play the game, there's a giant
I'm in the right
snake,
game.
a poisonous giant snake
Yeah,
in
that's from
the
Arizona.
attic. I do not know how it stayed in the attic when there's wooden floors that could break. This game is dumb.
This game is dumb. Meme Gale 2020.
This is about every
Capcom is now
game.
defunct.
Actually, no. The only thing that doesn't make sense is the titles of the game. Why they call it Resident Evil. See, it makes sense from calling the first game Resident Evil because it's a house. The second game, it's not a house. The third, it's not a house. And the fourth, it's not a house.
It's
And
not called
ongoing for the
Resident House.
titles.
Not called Resident House.
No,
that's
Resident Evil. No, think. Why is it? If it's, what's the definition for resident?
You live somewhere, so it could be anywhere.
So it can be anywhere. You can make it
It
your
just
resident.
means that evil lives in that world.
Evil lives in a fucking house.
This isn't
It's
Luigi's.
not a house.
This isn't
Does it
like.
have to
Other
pay rent?
games. This is the final part of the video. Me ranting about the titles.
It's not like this is. It's not like this is Luigi's Mansion 3, where it's not in a mansion.
The hotel.
Yeah,
Yeah, but why call the game Resident Evil if it's not in a mansion?
Or
because they're
Or why
residents
not?
of the world.
You see,
residential world.
in Japan, they called Resident Evil Biohazard, which it
But
makes
that's Japan.
sense.
That's Japan.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. But once it hit to offshores, some of other countries called it Resident Evil, and it's stupid.
Some of other countries.
I know some other countries called it Biohazard. But though, why call it Resident Evil when you're not in a house? You see, I know 7 makes sense because there's a house. You see, okay, Resident Evil 2 and 3, it's a city. Resident Evil 4, it's in Europe. 5, it's in Africa. 6, it's in America, China,
I mean,
and somewhere in Pakistan, I think.
a lot of the settings are inside buildings, so
So yeah.
And the
it's residents.
spin-offs. The spin-offs. It's not in a house.
It's like you see, like there's no cities in Europe, America, or somewhere in Pakistan.
I believe it's somewhere in Ukraine. Somewhere.
I'm not
Other-
gonna say it's in somewhere in Ukraine.
It doesn't make sense. Why call it Resident Evil if it's not in a house? It's stupid.
Like
evicted evil.
like Ryan said, why have Luigi's Mansion 3 when it's in a hotel?
Maybe the hotel has rooms of.
They should have called it Hotel Luigi. The sequel to Hotel Mario, but good.
No. I think Luigi's Mansion 3 is the one building that looks like a hotel, but there's different rooms, which altered space-time reality of mansion. It makes sense because it's supernatural.
It makes sense.
Because it's supernatural.
Yeah, it makes sense because it's something supernatural, something unknown phenomena from like a paranormal world.
And here you go. And then there's Resident Evil. He's there because there's no house.
There's no house in. I know the first and the other game, Resident Evil 0, takes place in a mansion where it leads to underground lab, which it makes sense because it's underneath a house. But why have other games that's taken place not in a house?
Because this place is a residence and supernatural stuff happens there.
It's not supernatural stuff. It's biological weaponry stuff.
It would get pretty repetitive.
But
I
still,
just. Why did America name it that? Is it because there's a band called Biohazard and they'll get a lawsuit for that?
Maybe.
That's dumb!
That's why they named Star Fox 64 Lilac Wars in Europe. True story.
I know it is. I don't know what to say now.
You
Right?
don't? Well, we've reached 1 hour, so we could stop here.
yeah. So,
Yeah, we should stop here.
thank you guys for watching, and
Thank-
may your Halloween be the spookiest time of the year.
Be extra spooky.
Okay, no, it's like
Stay safe, people. And goodbye.
Bye.
Subscribe to my
Bye.
channel.
Subscribe to Nerdshack and watch out for more.
Like the video.
If you want more insane rants,
Subscribe. No more insane rants. Subscribe.
Be sure to smash that like button. Okay, goodbye.